So I was going through today. I'm going to talk about alone versus being lonely. So I was going through a situation the last couple weeks where I was feeling very lonely, but then I realized it wasn't lonely. It was feeling alone. So what that means, the difference is that I felt years ago. I used to be depressed and I felt lonely. Like I could be in a room full of people and just feel like there was no one there. Like I was by myself and I felt very lonely and just by myself and almost disconnected from other people. But now I was feeling lonely and I'm like, I don't feel that sadness. I don't feel like depressed. I don't feel any of that. I'm alone. And what's happening is I'm in a phase of my life where the the parts of me I was accepting that I needed to work on, I began to start to like kind of, all right, I started to change. And some people around me don't like that change. But in order for me to be the person that God made me to be, I have to make changes. I have to improve. I have to be a different person. With that comes a lot of loss because it means that people aren't going to like you, whether it be friends or family, whoever, co-workers, whatever. Well, what happened for me is that some people left, some people came into my life, and the people that came into my life actually like me. But here's the thing: the people that come into my life, we're all busy. We all got lives. We're all doing stuff. So we're not like available to like talk all the time and do all these things. And then I also don't spend a lot of time with the people. Like I want to spend more time with my friends and spend more time with my family and, just spend more time with people in general. So what's happening is I'm feeling alone, which means that I'm not by myself. The people that are around me do like me and love me, but that I just got to kind of reach out a little bit more, and I also have to find more people or more groups or whatever it might be to be with people who are similar. Like let's say people who like to speak and people who are authors or people who are getting started in their exercise journey and that type of thing. So I got to start reaching out and getting to some places where I'm around people who are doing the things that I might like to do, because I don't pretty much I'm a parent and I don't do any of those things anymore. Like go to things that I love to do. Actually today I'm actually at the Y and I'm actually working out, which is something I'm finally doing for myself. So anyway, so I was feeling alone. I thought I was feeling lonely, but I was feeling really alone, and it's not a bad thing. It's just having to shift the my mind from, okay, what are the things that I need to do to start spending more time with people that I am like, we have like minds, that we enjoy spending time together. And so one of the things is like, just calling up my friends and saying, okay, do you want to do something? You want to spend some time together. That's one thing. Calling up my family and saying, oh, what do you want to do? Do you want to do this? Just calling people and contacting them and not being kind of like so isolating myself. It's not them, it's me. Another thing is just starting to find some groups and places where I can start to share my knowledge and my skills, because that's one of the things that's really making me feel alone, is like not being around people who are kind of like in that same venue of like wanting to coach and speak and write and having that camaraderie. Like I really loved when I was in social services, because in the social service field, like everybody's there to help. Like everybody cares about helping somebody else. So you're around counselors, you're around social workers, you're around clinicians, doctors, whoever it may be, but everybody really cares about helping other people, because that's why we're there. Like usually people aren't there for the money, because there ain't that much money in it. So you're genuinely there because you care about helping people or doing things for people in a way that you deem important. So now is the time for me to start reaching out to like life coaches and writers and speakers, so that I can start getting around those type of people, because we kind of have like minds. Like I have a few people that are in that area, but we maybe need to spend more time together, maybe do some things, maybe even start for me to start doing a joint venture with them or something. Just being out more. One of the things that one of my people in my circle said to me, she said, well, ask God, what's the root of the loneliness? And I knew the secular reason, like just I'm moving into a different phase of my life. I knew that because I'm changing, I'm starting to want to be around different a set of people that are doing and the things I want to do. But spiritually, I need to spend more time with God. I need to read the Bible more. Like I'm a Christian, and for me, reading the Bible is what's going to help me to become a better person, and what has helped me to become a better person. So, if you're feeling alone or if you're feeling lonely, loneliness is something that you really got to get some more. You got to go to counseling for, in my opinion, because the loneliness, there's a deeper root to that. Generally, the loneliness comes from something else that you got to fix in you, and then you got to figure out who are the people around you that you may need to maybe get away from, or maybe that you need to start like loving yourself more or finding the value in you. I mean, loneliness is a deeper set of I'm not like you can be in a room full of people and they all want to engage with you, but you just won't feel like you're part of it. Loneliness is a totally different animal that you have to attack from the root, and you got to find out why do you feel lonely. That loneliness did not come from anybody else, it comes from you. It may have come from some other issues or situations in your life, yes, but it's not like anybody else can force you to feel not alone. You have to do some work to feel like you're not lonely. Alone is more like, okay, you're separate and set apart, and you got to figure out how to get build some camaraderie, how to find people in your life that are going to be simpatico, I guess I can say. That's the next thing when it comes to being alone or feeling alone. So that's what I'm working on now. Hopefully, this will help somebody in their journey to success. Thank you. Bye bye.